Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thanks for joining me again today here in the city of Anvilseal in Dwarf Fortress, where we have completed our Hall of Remembrance. Legend Carver, last episode, made a statue for every dwarf, every fallen dwarf that we have lost so far. And they have been placed into the Hall of Remembrance. And at this point in time, we do have a dwarf who is quite depressed. Medtob Painted Crows had a couple of tantrums and has been really struggling over the past few months, actually, in Fortress time. Now, we need to actually go back and this is Medtob actually having a tantrum right now as well. We probably should unforbid this so that it can be picked up again. And I think I'm not sold on this because most of our tavern brawls have come from very grumpy dwarves, but the dwarf that's in the military seem to be the ones that have the problem. And Medtob was one of our archers. And we do have some folks here who could step in to this second position here. And I think at the top of our list is Lead Lettermost. And this isn't really... Ooh, I don't remember what Lead Lettermost's name is. Yeah, Lolortel. Wants martial training, wants to craft an object, wants to be with family. Lolortel, you are welcome to the military. Welcome to the military. And you're taking, you're going to be taking Medtob's place, and at least for the time being, Medtob might come back to the military. She's been having another tantrum, unfortunately. And let's go ahead and locate her. She's grouchy, but she's performing a dance. Where is she? Where are you? Here she is. She's right here. And we just need to get this dwarf's mood back up. This is lots of good thoughts right here, right? But yeah, she's got the haggard status, which is bad. So we just got to keep an eye on her. We'll probably watch her throughout this episode. We did create some practice fire stuff here, and it looks... Oh yeah, look at there. Is this Seabrick? It is Seabrick. There's Dabbles. Just blasting away. Let's see what his siege... He's a novice siege operator. I hope that this training really helps them. Not to say that we've really needed... Not to say that we've really needed a... I think this thing is rotten now. No, not yet. Okay, so it's getting canceled. So let's go here. Build workshops. It's not like we need this, but, we killed him. We should at least eat him, right? Our thieving creatures, they like to come through and thieve. Go after our food supplies. Banning some exports. Definitely don't want that to happen. More yak calves coming in. This thing might not make it. Everything's spattered with vulture blood. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Cleaning off the vomit. We can't get to this one. I just noticed that. Let's do that, you know? I think what we're going to do here... I think that if the dwarves are in combat, they will ignore this pathing stuff. So, you know, maybe that becomes a problem later. But for now, we'll have those areas removed and just see how things go. Happy dwarves down there. More happy songs. Oh, there's a giant fly. Yeah, you should be horrified by the dwarves, fly. Let's get rid of those. Clean up the outside of the fortress a wee bit. Oh, it's rotten. Okay. Throw that one away. And we'll break that down. Throw this stuff away. Construction of certain goods. What's it going to be? Ooh, we need puzzle boxes and 3 more beds. Sorry, Seabrook. Let's get right on that. Rock toys. I don't think we're done with those yet. Oh, yeah, we are. We just didn't get... We had bad luck. And didn't get very many. Make 3 beds. All right, well... Yeah, keep shooting. Love it. Illidan. Adept siege operator. Love seeing those skills go up. That's fantastic. How about you? Holland copper bolts. Dabbling siege operator. Yep. I'm glad this is working out really nice. We've got plenty of bolts. It's not like we're going to run out of ammunition. So, that's great. Crossing off another thing. We've got siege operator training going on. Oh my god, these things are so overpowered. Maybe they're not overpowered and it's just me, but my god. Bronze Colossus, guys. Just remember that. All right, here's our ooh. I don't know, we might need to take care of that. Here's our kill box. Everything's all hollowed out now. It's looking nice down here. Yeah, we're gonna make 2 sets of doors here. I don't know why, but we'll have 4 stairwell down wall. Yeah, we can make this a little bit deeper actually. Let's go here and here. We've got a miner that's hopping right to it, and here's what I think we're going to do, too. We can build... You know, I'm just going to have them mine this whole thing out. I don't know why I did this. And the reason that I am not mining everything out is just because... I want to remember where I'm supposed to put things. Which is probably not the best... Probably not the best way to do it, but... I feel like I get really distracted. $58. Kib Nethadil's been re-elected. This has been well, I think mayors have a tendency. Whoa. I was not looking at what was happening here. Medtob is throwing another tantrum. Okay. Okay. This poor dwarf. Haggard and seriously injured. Hopeless. Major injury. You were attacked. I think you threw the first punch. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that you threw the first punch. Okay, so what's happening here? Oh, boy. Got some justice. Does Medtob need... We have an injured citizen. Boy, that's a lot of citizens to sort through in that scrum there. Maybe it's Medtob. Haggard and seriously injured. I don't know what to do with this dwarf. And I can't tell if... I can't tell if this is over or not. Passing acquaintances. I don't know. This dwarf just might be not long for this fortress. If I'm... Oh, boy. If I'm being honest. Forgotten Beast. Eslo Tegahode Donu has come. A towering blob of salt. It had wings, has wings, and a bloated body. Okay. Well. That's something. Down in the caverns. Once again. Oh no, this is like third cavern layers. Eslo the Washed Lake of Burials. That's an interesting name. Just have to remember that Eslo is wandering around down there. It's of no concern to us right now. It's obviously a hostel, but actually, that is kind of near our stairwell. Our stairwell goes quite a ways down. We go down to 110, where we... But do we expose... I don't think we do. We just kind of come blasting through. Oh, this does go into the ceiling, but I don't think Enslo can climb. It's made out of salt. Not likely. Alright, back to Medtob. Still throwing a tantrum. Okay, so, yeah. Haggard, seriously injured, unconscious. Yeah, the Forgotten Beast is going to get taken care of. Okay. What are we going to do with this dwarf, you guys? I'm not really liking the idea of getting rid of her, of ejecting her from the fort, but she's definitely a problem. And I don't want to eject her and then, you know, not have a way to... I don't want her to kill somebody, though. We don't want to have another stigma type incident, you know? That'd be really bad. So we kind of need to come up with an idea for what to do with her. And she might just be gone, you know? I thought I did have reasonable hopes towards the end of last episode that she was going to turn the corner. And maybe she will. But, yikes, we've got a whole bunch of disorderly convict. Yeah, we need to take care of all of this. Accuses somebody. I don't know what that means. Let's get on top of this. Yeah, I forgot about Zulbin. Also had a problem. Yeah. I forgot about this. It's kind of hard to accuse somebody. Where's Medtob? I'm just guessing. Still kind of learning how the justice system in this game works. It's not entirely clear to me, so we're just going to have some, you know, experiments with that. This is the first time that, in fact, I've ever actually used the justice system, excuse me, in a fortress. So, perhaps that will maybe shed some light on my expertise or lack thereof. For some rhyolite. Whoa, what did I just do? I'm making track? That was definitely not what we meant to do. Not track. We want to build construction and a wall, and we'll use rhyolite blocks for that for sure. No problem. Throw some more granite doors down. Cancels rest because you're in custody. Yeah, sorry. Look at all the people that saw that. That's bad. Whole bunch of unknown convicts. Let's go back up to... No, you're not up there anymore. Are you going back downstairs to rest? Oh, yeah. Now, here's the problem, is that I did all this disorderly conduct. And, oh, you know what? It's, how could there be no witnesses? You know what? These might be... These are from like 3 years ago, so this is probably stigma, and I forgot to handle it. Zulbin Whipdreamy is 1 of 1 as an actor as well, which has me concerned. We definitely need to get through... the list of convicts here, you know? Construction of certain goods. 2 more beds. At some point, we're not going to need any more beds, Seabrick. Just letting you know. That's why I'm only making 2 at a time. Okay, cancels rest. 1 hostile. Yeah, okay. Injured citizen. Yeah, you're going back in custody. Stunned. Boy, if they're injured, it seems like maybe they don't actually... You can't actually interrogate them. Yeah, we're just going to convict Zulbin. This could be bad. Let's go find out where our... captain of the guard is, Zuglar, the sheriff. Very happy dwarf. I guess if you get to meet out the Baron's justice, then you should be happy. She wants martial training, too. Maybe we'll put you in the military, although you would have to give up your position. Fitting last name, though. Zuglar Bolted Violence. Who we have an interview with here. Medtob, haggard and seriously injured. Okay, so... Beat criminal. That's her next task. Okay. Injured party. Moses the cat. You beat up a cat, Medtob. That might be the last. There we go. Met with subject, made flattering remarks in order to elicit information. Subject naively complied. Confessed to multiple crimes. Unfortunately, no new information was revealed. Okay, well. So, which crimes did you confess to? We're gonna... This dwarf is gonna get beat. You don't beat up a cat, too. I think that might be the last straw for Medtob. If you survive, you're gonna be... Yeah, you beat up Moses. Come on. Is Moses okay? He adopted somebody. Sickly and low stamina. He feels satisfied upon receiving justice through a criminal's conviction. Content after a bath. What kind of bath was it? I just have to know. Was the bath a cat bath, or did they use soap on poor Moses? I'd really like to know. I'd really like to know. Sparring. All right, let's go back and watch this. Who are you looking for? Oh, this is just going to happen right in the tavern? Okay. Well, that's one way to do it, I suppose. Oh, no, it's happening in the temple to anyone. Who the heck did you beat up? Oh, Zulbin. Yeah, okay, so Junior's mom got a whooping. Yeah, I'm sorry, but, like, you guys, you're gonna have to learn. Oh, and now what are you doing? Oh, and now, now you're gonna interrogate her again. I'm gonna wail on you for a minute, and then we're gonna go talk. What kind of injury are we dealing with here? Stunned. Sutured. Oh, she was previously injured. Neck's torn open, head's torn open. Oh, nose is mangled beyond recognition. Okay, so we got a bunch of fighting going on down in the caverns. Oh, she's taking her to jail. Yep. We should probably check in on Junior just to make sure that he's not 7-year-old. He's asleep. He didn't even know. Wearing old clothing. Saw some dead bodies. You know, just things that happen to kids in Dwarf Fortress. Very important for moderation and self-control. Yeah, he's probably seen his mother go through some tough times, and without a father. Who else is he? Has he made any friends? No, just a bunch of passing acquaintances so far. All right, well, we've got a dwarf that's been chained up, which is fine. Let's go back to Sheriff. She's drinking with glee. Okay, that's fine. We need to get some of these others done here. These are all somebody. I think that's because if it's somebody, then it's basically a, hey, we don't know who did it, or the person is no longer in the fortress. It could be something with stigma. At least that's what I'm hoping. We'll check on that in a little bit here. Put some rhyolite down. Keep building after placement, please. And we'll get rid of these little guys here. We'll finish up these walls. Kind of back to normal, hopefully. Maybe a little bit. Oh, darn. I was hoping I can get away with not disrupting those doors. I guess it doesn't matter now. Make this a nice finished area. Hopefully. Okay. Medtob's getting the crap beat out of her. Unfortunately. Oh, that must have happened right on the screen and I didn't even see it. Let's go find out. Medtob's having a rough go. Seriously injured and unconscious. Ability to stand lost. Torn open hips. Knee. It's been sutured. Needs more sutures. You've had a rough go of things. Brought to rest in bed. Yeah. That's the extent of it. I think as soon as she's feeling better, we're gonna send her on her way. You don't attack a cat. That's beyond the pale for me. Dwarves is one thing, but when you start going after animals, especially cats, I mean, come on, really? Like honestly, that's so beyond. That behavior is just so beyond the pale. Oops. Let's cancel that. Make a nice little entrance area here. Good job, dwarves. Double check and make sure that they're still, yep, still firing away. I don't know where these, where the ammunition goes. I'm kind of concerned that we're burning our ammunition, but, you know, who cares? It's fine. Yeah, pleasure being near a fine bed. Receiving food. Yeah, guilty after being confined. Yep, just keep control of yourselves, dwarves. It's looking nice. Looking very nice. I think we'll put floor around the outside, but the kill box we're just going to smooth. Because it's going to get nasty, and you don't want to work really hard on, you know, putting in a beautiful floor and then just be having to constantly clean it. You know what I mean? It seems like a bad idea. Oops. I knew I did that too early. Dun, dun, dun. So this is all being done in service to getting into the cavern layers. And, you know, I kind of am regretting putting these two doors here. We just need the two center ones. We don't need those. I guess I can't put that in yet until it gets uninstalled. These are looking good. And let's do some smoothing. boys and girls. Dwarves love to smooth, guys. In case you hadn't noticed, there's an absolute army of them down here. I don't understand it, too. They like smoothing and they love engraving, you know? It doesn't make any sense to me, but they like it. So this will be perfect here because we can basically just throw rhyolite down. Use rhyolite blocks. Come on, Ankh. And I don't think we'll put like any engraving or anything like that, but we are going to carve whatever they're called, fortifications. Those things. Actually. Those need to be walls there, don't they? Use rhyolite blocks. There we go. Okay. Is this orthoclase? Let's put some orthoclase flooring down. We don't have very much, but we can spare some. Look at that. Done in almost no time. But these weren't smooth. Does that mean we can't smooth with the door placed there? I think a dwarf was just working there when I made the designation. Maybe that's the problem. Either way, it's going to look nice. We can put a few bolt throwers along here. And by a few, I mean a lot. It's all smoothed up, and then we can start digging our shaft. Another construction mandate from our old battle axe friend Seabrick. Give me some iron battle axes there, boys. Lots of job cancellations. And we got some digging just along here, you know. Nothing too serious. That's the first cancellation. Actually, it's quite impressive. I was not expecting... I was expecting at least a few cancellations here, and things have been going very smoothly. Oops. And once we get the floor done, then we'll do some ammo stocks and whatnot down here. And then we'll start carving our fortifications in. It's looking good, though. If I was thinking straight, I would have made... In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. Call me crazy. But now that I'm thinking, like, strategically, I think we attracted no more migrants this season, which is fine. We're going to do this. And what that's going to do is we can put our squads in here, and we can have them shooting and shooting if we want, but I think we'll probably just... One room is going to be for the squads, the other room is going to be for shooting. Baby alpaca. Oh, boy. I don't want more alpacas, guys. No migrants this season. Why did we... We're going to have to geld the alpaca, the male alpaca. Presumably we have a male alpaca. We have 2 baby alpacas. Here he is. Unavailable as a pet. That's all the alpacas we shall have. Except for maybe you. We're probably going to have to eat these. Although, we have 10,000 food. So, maybe we just get rid of them. Like, we'll just sell them or something like that. We could actually, you know, choose to shear them for their wool. Which I haven't ruled that idea out. But, you know, heck, I don't know. We'll do multiple airlocks through here. And the reason, what I mean by airlocks, dwarven airlocks, is, you know, you can lock dwarves in certain areas and nothing bad will happen to them. You know, unless there's a building destroyer, which is unlikely, you know? But then we can actually do some stuff with Forgotten Beasts here, which will be cool. We can capture them, too, if we want. And I haven't decided if that's going to be something that we're going to do. I think we're just going to kill them, you know? Medtop's back to tantruming. We still don't know what's going on here. I'm probably going to look that up. Okay, Medtop is in jail and is tantruming. You've had a really horrible time in Anvilseal, haven't you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your hard times. Oh, cool. Now she's just gonna go nuts on the... Whoa. Why are we fighting? Do I not have all of these animals in there? No, we do. Oh. Yeah, okay. I can understand why that alpaca would be fighting. Throwing a tantrum. You gonna destroy the bed? Yep. You're not gonna have a bed to sleep in. Are you kidding me? All right, well. Man, I feel bad because I don't know if I did this. Like, if I basically gave her the... Like, put her in a bad situation. You know? But, should we expel her? I mean, she hasn't killed anybody. Let's send her to Coal Ponders. I don't even know where that is. Take your goat with you, too. This is one of our holdings. We get her back if we want. You're gone. I don't know what to say. You destroyed a bed. You beat up a cat. You beat up a bunch of other people. We've been nothing but charitable and kind to you. And, you know, this is the thanks that we get. You know, I could put some more doors here. And then now we can carve some fortifications. How do I do that? I've forgotten how to carve fortifications. I think it's actually in here. Yeah, okay. There we go. Yoink. Yoink. Look at that. All right. Oh, she might be gone already? Is she gone already? Nope. Yeah, sorry. It's definitely not part of the fortress anymore, which is fine. We'll keep an eye on her. Make sure that, you know, she does go. Hey, look at all those folks carving fortifications. And if we can get down to the cavern layer, at least the first cavern layer, and make a place that's secure enough, then we'll probably dig a separate shaft to access that, and then seal this one up and go down to the second or perhaps the third cavern layer, right? That's at least the plan, tentatively. I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not, but I guess we'll find out. It's one of those things that, definitely one of those things that you, you know, don't really want to have being exposed to your normal fortress, to your regular fortress, right? Okay. That's looking great, though. So let's do some stair mining. Let's go all the way down to 0. We'll start there. We'll keep an eye on MedTub. Destroyed a bed in jail. I never thought I would see that. Destruction of property in the jail. We probably do need to, now that I'm thinking about it too. Oh, they already went down. Alright, you nut jobs. That's fine. Let's build some bolt throwers. I love these bolt throwers, man. They're so cool. Oh, hey, look at, we've got plenty of them. We'll have at least some for, well, they're quite item intensive. So we're gonna need some more lead bins and some more iron chains, is really what I'm seeing here. And then the bolt thrower parts. And the mechanisms. Oops. Sure, why not? I don't care. Big fan of the bolt throwers. If you're not a big fan of the bolt throwers, I don't blame you, but by God, they are... I don't understand why. Let's put it that way. Okay, so we've got some bins. Let's forge another... What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to need... I don't know. This will be 8 plus another 8. We'll do 10 iron chains. Iron chains. 10 iron chains. Make bolt thrower parts. I don't care what they're made out of. Just, I hate using the wood, but that's what it is what it is. Was I not seeing that right? Nest box pipe section. All right. Iron chain and bolt thrower parts. So just make sure. Oops. Make sure that we've got this set right. So we'll go here. Okay, well, we need to wait for our chains. I was hoping that we could not do that. Hey, there's a naked dwarf running around. Etten Slayer. Okay. Wear some clothes, dude. Come on. We struck microcline. Struck some more microcline. Yeah, there he goes. He goes, he went and grabbed some clothes. Probably had some ratty clothes on. Or he was throwing clothes in there. I don't know. Keeping an eye on this. I feel bad because she was one of the folks that made us an artifact for the fortress, that Medtob. But come on. You don't hurt cats. You don't hurt animals. Cats, dogs, especially cats, though. You probably learned a little bit more about me than you would have preferred to this episode. But I have a hard line with animal violence. Who starts a fight with a cat? I mean, how do you even do that? How do you do that? Do you just like... Heck, I don't know. That's beyond the pale. Yep, keep loading those things. That's great. I don't know how long her sentence is. Can we see? This just shows... These are cold cases. I'm not going to go through and ask every single person. I think that these were old from... the Stigma era. Oops. Still in jail. She'll probably be in jail for a few days, I would imagine. Get down all the way to 0? Not quite. They're digging hard, though. I think that's as far as we'll go until we get to the point where we've got that area secure in terms of, you know, the kill box is set up and everything else. I'm going to look at ammunition. Because I don't know that we're... bolt. Are we drawing down on our bolts? We might actually have to move this. It seems like we're just wasting ammo here. So we'll just keep an eye on this. It's 1559, and we'll come back and check on it in a little bit. Because they're loading them up, and then they're going to go blasting off at one of these targets. And if that's the case, then I'm going to probably have to alter the use of this area for something else. Still locked up. I hope that they can't shoot at each other. I did create 2 different fields of fire here, which could be could be a problem, I suppose. We'll find out. It'll be one of those great or not so great Dwarven Fortress experiments. This is going to go pretty quick, though, I think. Although we might run out of mechanisms here. In fact, I think we are going to run out of mechanisms. That might have been the last one. Yeah. We do have a mechanism job that kicks off, or at least we should. Yeah, right, make rock mechanisms. That'll pop online in a minute. But yeah, it would be nice to have access to... Ooh, it's been a while since we've had a strange mood. Be nice to have access to that first cavern layer. Maybe we can get some moss up here and give these animals that are, I'm afraid, are going to start starving some much needed food. The task, Connoisseur, is claimed to Leatherworks. We're going to get a leather artifact, I'm guessing. I'd like to make sure that Medtob gets out of here before this episode is over. And we'll create a stockpile back here. Put some ammo back there. Call that cavern kill box left. This is going to be ammo as well. Oh, she's still hanging out there. You're going to have to serve her sentence. But we've already told her what's happening, which is you're gone. You need to do your sentence, and then you're going to coal ponders. We don't have time for folks like yourself, unfortunately. It does make me sad. Oh, we're going to run out of bins, aren't we? Ugh. We're 1 bin short. What the heck are these things? What is in them? That's a lead bin. How do I make a lead bin? Make lead bin. Easier than it sounds, folks. You heard it right here. Moody Dwarf's gathering items still. Good. And at some point, we might do a little bit of, you know, tomfoolery here, where we It would be fun to capture some beasts, perhaps. I don't know if I want to do that in this fortress, though. I'll tell you, it's very appealing, but I know a lot of people have done that. And, you know, if I'm being honest, if you want to see their videos, you can. We're telling a little bit different story here. Maybe in the next fortress. I don't know. You never know. Hey, there's some gems over there. Give me that gem. Just make it a little bit... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we got all of our food and drink down here. We've got our little... This is a beautiful little place. Beautiful little setup. With Ast just fish. He stands in more rotten fish than anything else. Oh, she's having a tantrum again. If you break another bed, you're not getting another one. Visitors ready to leave, yeah. I should hope so. One hostile. It's probably that forgotten beast. We get our lead bin. Survey says, not yet. It's been approved. So that's a good thing. It'll be shortly. Then we can continue to dig. Okay. Down in the second or third cavern layer. This is a really deep map, comparatively. I've dug down pretty deep on many maps, but I've not seen such a high mountain. Like, I've done mountain deploys before. And, you know, I know that there's a lot of material to dig through, but, like, we have... This is an inordinate amount. This is the most that I've ever seen. So... Oh, that's cool. A purple bolt thrower. Do we have my bin yet? Hey, there we go. Nice. I guess we could forge a few more lead bins. Like, we'll do like 5 or... Let's just do 10. Who cares? It's fine. Right? $10,381 food, 2207 drinks, 4,212 plant. I don't know where we're getting all this plant. I guess it's just sitting out there stockpiled. It's not even this. It's, you know, that's the seeds. We're at a cave wheat seed, so we're growing stuff faster than we can plant it. You know? Hammer dwarves, hammer lords. They're going back to work, boys and girls. Just dropped a rough citrine there. Yeah. That's too bad. Too bad for Medtob. Meditate on gambling. Go in and meditate. Don't just stand at the door. It's disconcerting. Did we get rid of the... Yeah, we did. Just about ready to break into those cavern layers. Once these are built, then we'll make the order to load these. And once they're fully loaded, then after that, you know, we'll have a nice kill box and we can just let stuff come up, trap it in here, and then when we're ready to go, you know, let the dwarves out. Okay. 1559. I don't know that that's actually changed. Latast Conoscir. The siege operator has created Shinarkim, a long vulture leather skirt. He claims it as a family heirloom. Shinarkin. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to move this, unfortunately. Let's take a look at Shinarkim in the leatherworking shop. Look at all those quivers. Okay, this is a long, giant vulture leather skirt. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It's encrusted with rectangular, native, copper cabochons, and encircled with bands of briolette-cut rose quartzes. Nice. This object is adorned with hanging rings of giant vulture leather and menaces with spikes of, you guessed it, giant vulture leather. And rock crystal. Because let's take one of the more expensive things and use it on a skirt. On the item is an image of the baguette-cut gem in llama wool. On the item is an image of 2 figurines in sheep wool. On the item is an image of the shining sun in rose quartz. On the item is an image of Chant Drive, the Phyllite earring in milk quartz. 8,400. Beautiful. Okay, well, Latast, let's find where your room is. He's up in the new wing, and he's on the ground floor. So let's build a piece of furniture, and let's do a display. And you know what? We'll just put this right here. And now he is a tanner. For all and forevermore. Love it. Shinarkim. I wish there was a better way for our dwarves to get over here, because it's a long walk. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about this, because I don't know what they're doing here. Yeah, these are all assigned to squads now. So they were shooting for a while. Yeah, you're ready to go. Sorry, not gonna happen. How is this coming along? Sealob is working on it. Oh, here he comes. Excellent. Lots of little parts to put together for those things, you know? It's quite interesting. Yeah, but this will be the protection. This will be the protection shaft. This is going to go all the way down to as deep as we want. Right now we're looking for the first cavern layer. And then after that, disorderly contact, injured party. Yep. Ilral is now a Hammer Lord. That's great. I'm really glad to see that squad training up. It's been a while. We lost a lot in the fight against the Bronze Colossus, if you know what I mean. That was a harrowing fight. We probably didn't, if I'm honest, we probably didn't even need to be out there. I think probably would have just come running up on us. I just didn't want to be fighting it on the bridge or fighting it near the lava. And we ended up doing that, which was unfortunate. Okay, so everything down here is good. So what we need to do now is we need to go into places, take a look at our siege engines, and can we name these? It'd be really nice if we can name these. Oh, we can. Okay. So this is going to be Cavern Killbox Right 1. Keep loaded, but do not stand ready. Right 2. KB. Right, 3. Do that? Yeah, okay. This will be the 4th one. Hopefully this will make it a little bit easier to kind of group these, because we don't have a way to group them just yet. Would be nice. I think this is 6, isn't it? 6, 4. Oh, nope, I was wrong. It is 5. Now we're at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Load. Load it. Okay, so we should have everybody here should be ready to go, which looks like it. Just, yeah, hit the right button there. I'm concerned that there's bolts nearby, but they're assigned to squads. I don't know exactly what that means. I mean, honestly, I understand what it means. But what does it actually mean? You know, does it mean I can't get any of these loaded up? Do I not have enough bolts? What does it mean? And I guess we'll find out. If these all pop up and they eventually get loaded, then I guess we have our answer. Okay, so everything's supposed to be loaded. Okay. This is good. This is very good. It'll be a while before they can load those up. And we do need to rehome our... We need to rehome our bolt thrower training facility. You know? It's just not working out over there. Okay, so you're still there. MedTob's still there. Hey, a yak cow. Is it a good yak cow? That's not what I wanted. How about you? Nah. Bye. We got to keep the herd cold, as it were. Because if we don't keep the herd cold, we're gonna run out of space down there. So there's no bolts being loaded. I'm concerned. Okay, he hauled a lead bin. Load bolt thrower. You don't have any... Got something wrong there, I guess. I should have looked at the job cancellation in more detail there, shouldn't I have? Because we really can't dig into this cavern layer without having something here. But there's no bolts being loaded, so... Can we just let this dwarf go? Let's remove it and see what happens. Here he comes. Uh-oh. She's immediately throwing a tantrum. Oh, come on. She attacked the guy that released the chain. She's not ready to leave because she's throwing a tantrum, you guys. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. Just leave. Okay, here comes the traders. Go back to your family. You've been away from your family for too long. You don't like the eloquent speech that we have here. Go. Or just stay at Coal Ponders. I don't care what happens to you. Just leave. I'm so sorry to have to say that. It hurts my heart, but, you know... Ooh, there's a giant fly. Where is this happening at? No, he shot him. Can we butcher the giant fly? Inquiring minds would like to know. Blocked at this location. How about there? There we go. I want to know. She's taking her own sweet time to get out of here. I don't know who that is. Who's that? I don't recognize that. Oh, that's Feb. My bad. And you know, we should move some goods to the trade depot. And don't worry, we're not going to violate any of the mandates this time. We're going to get rid of a bunch of prepared meals. I'm not even going to look. We're just going to sell. Because we have way too many of them. We're gonna get rid of some wine too. It'll be fine. We can be the fortress that is known for selling wine and beer and food. We can feed the entire nation. Feed the entire nation, if you know what I mean, with our bakeries and our stills. The Tapered Irons will be so thankful for us providing them with this bounty. They will surely reward us in kind. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to wax poetic, and sometimes it doesn't really work, you know? But I'm really sick and tired of having it around. Let's not get rid of the fat pot. I guess I should read some of this. How about meal? I don't want to get rid of our plants. But I do want to get rid of a ton of food. And look at how valuable this food will be. Hopefully no dwarves are angry in the making of this trade. But I'm going to tell you right now, we've got a lot of stuff just sitting around, and it's not doing anybody any good. And it could do us a little bit of good, or a lot bit of good, because the Empire's kind of hard up. That should be good. We'll get that moving. He's still cooking away. I mean, it's not like we're going to run out of food. Oh, all right. Keep plotting there, Medtob. Your story is almost over. Don't get run over by the wagons, please. Yep. Dizzy. That cave adaptation has really kicked in. I hope we get to butcher that dead fly. That would be really cool. I wonder what giant fly tastes like. Ooh. Oh. Hey. Hey, guys. Drunians. I've never seen them on a map before. Interesting. Oh, that's not Medtob. That's Ushur. This is Medtob. Yeah. So sorry, girlfriend. But it's got to happen this way. It's got to be this way. The Forgotten Beast, Atherig, has come. A gigantic hairy crab. It has a fat, bulging trunk, and it squirms and fidgets. Its peach hair is long and shaggy. Beware of its deadly blood. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this is in the cavern lair. But let's be sure. Having a look. This is the first cavern lair. Wow, that's a gnarly looking thing. Jeez. And this is why we need the kill box before we break into the cavern lair. These are Drunians. They're way the heck down there. So that is fine. We got some diplomacy. We can handle that right now. Kib meets with the outpost liaison, Feb Let's Bustler. I'm your liaison to the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. Okay, the world's the same as ever. Big surprise. What do we need? Well, we always need wood. I don't think we'll ever have Fluxstone on this map. So let's go down to stone. Where's stone? Stone, stone, stone. Where are you? I don't know that I've heard this song either. We keep getting new soundtracks for these things. Stone, there it is. Haha. And we need chalk, as normal. We need some dolomite, limestone, marble, dolomite, chalk. Want the flux stone. Oh no, did I do it again? Calcite, there it is. So I've got calcite, limestone, dolomite, and chalk. We just need marble. There we go. That's all I really need, and I'm happy to pay double for it. Ash and footwear. Interesting. That's an interesting combination, you know? They wanted anvils, and I didn't get around to making anvils. But for 59, they want ash, which we're not going to make. That's burning wood. And footwear. Hypothetically, we could do that. You know? Okay. That's alright. Kib has mandated some constructions. 3 bolts. Nah, that's fine. We'll just let him make 10. Just added another 16. I don't know where she is going. Coal Ponders, I suppose. Where is Coal Ponders? Oh, it's all around us here. So here's our fortress in the Anguished Lands. And then we've got nuthatches, rimwards, standard clutched, kindle mined, olive oil dived, rampart clinched, and coal ponders. So she's going to the southwest or southeastern one. Interesting. Be off with you. Make sure that the broker's requested at the depot. Yak bowl. I'm guessing it's not a keeper. Clumsy, high stamina, recovers quickly. Lots of properties, but no thanks. We're just going to watch Medtob. Second dwarf that we've ejected. Medtob Paint Crows, you have become a thorn in our side. You have injured animals for inexplicable reasons. You have caused numerous pieces of property damage. You are sentenced to be expelled to coal ponders. Goodbye. Good riddance. And with that, I think this is where we'll leave episode 48. The trade is here. I'm going to do the trade off screen just because there's a ton of items. And it's going to be a little time consuming, obviously. But I'll let you know what we end up getting. And, of course, it's always usually pretty good. But yeah, thanks for joining me here in the city of Anvilseal, here in Dwarf Fortress. It's been a pleasure to have you along for the ride. And as you go on about your day, well, don't forget to hit somebody with some kindness or you will be expelled. We'll see you next time.